You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the beat. And I'm hoping it don't rain today, 'cause I wanna go out and play. If someday I forget about every yesterday, something will blow my mind away, because I'm ready to throw it away. Waking up just to hear him say, I wish you sleep forever. I hope heaven rejects you. The pits of hell accept you forever, ever. But you never weathered the storm before, and I don't know you. That's the man of my and I'm hoping it don't rain today, 'cause I wanna go out and play. If someday I forget about every yesterday, something will blow my mind away. Something will blow my mind away. Don't take yourself for granted. Don't take it for granted. Don't take up for granted. Nothing in life is tainted. Don't take yourself for granted. Don't take it for granted. Don't take up for granted. Nothing in life is tainted.
El celular suena, ella lo ignora. Con la amiga pero ella anda sola. Soy tímido pero yo le dije hola. De inmediato me juega como bandola. Bandolera inocente con pistola. Cara de mala pa' que nadie venga y joda. En mi mente ella está bailando lento. Encima a mí pero solo en mis pensamientos. Producto de mi imaginación. Producto de mi imaginación. Producto de mi imaginación. Now baby girl, you know this your song. Yeah. Little liquor courage got me thinking I'ma flourish, so I feel I'm sliding. She's drop dead and I'm dying. I swear to God I'm really trying. I feel I'm getting nervous and I see it getting further, so it's now or never, I'ma dive in. We locked eyes, God is watching. He got my back, he said I got him. So listen here, baby, I ain't tryna go crazy. I just want a conversation that'll turn the penetration round. One, not disappoint, round two, I'll make a statement. You're just really fucking gorgeous in your eyes, it's an amazement. Después de eso me ignora. Mira para atrás y me pregunta a qué hora. Ahora, ahorita, depende del país que tú visitas. Producto de mi imaginación. Producto de mi imaginación. Producto de mi imaginación. Now baby girl, you know this your song. Yeah. La tengo suelta y me dice que me adora y me quiere explorar como Dora. Se pone ready, la chamaca no demora. Di que santa, mentirosa, bien hermosa. Es una vista como Puerto Rico tan maravillosa. Bien humilde, su nivel es otra cosa. Se mueve como diosa, yeah.
And baby, we are bound for glory.
Producto de mi imaginación. Producto de mi imaginación. Producto de mi imaginación. Now baby girl, you know this is song, your song, your song, yeah.
I just want to run my business and do relationship with my friends, and that's it. That's it. That's it.
You are now tuned in to All Hustle and No Fear with your girl, the Hood Unicorn. Come on, let's go.
Back against the wall, last name against the ropes. Middle finger stretched, if you're thinking it's a joke, tell my friend I'm about to blow, 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 about to blow.
This project is something that I've never, ever seen Hollister do. This is a real dream come true. Hi, my name is Gerald Brown, and this is the Midwest Kids Hollister Collection. We just invest in real people. So I want people to see the clothes and be able to see themselves in it. The collection looks amazing. It's like a dream come true in so many ways.
Well, that just ended. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing out there? It's your girl Sunshine Reigns, a.k.a. Griselda Blanca, a.k.a. Uni the Motivator, a.k.a. the Party Starter. But you tune in each and every morning because I am your Hood Unicorn. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Atlanta, and what's up, L.A.? How y'all doing out there, Chicago? What's Gucci? New Jersey, how you doing, Florida? Grand risings to Brazil. What's up, what's up, what's up to Ghana? How you doing out there, Montreal? Hey, what's up to all my IC babies out there in Australia? This is All Hustle, No Fear. We're going to get this thing crack-a-lacking, thang-a-langin', and started this morning. Y'all know I love to start y'all off with a little bit of motivation. And as I was listening to my morning motivation today, something really just kept coming over and over in my mind. And it's just the fact that a lot of us out here are chasing paper. We are chasing the riches. We are chasing the money. We are chasing the flashy. We're chasing the end game. We're chasing the paper. But you hear from some of the most influential people out there that it's not the paper that you want to chase. It's the passion. It's the purpose. You know, y'all are out here pushing P, but you pushing the wrong P. You gotta push the passion before anything, and the paper will follow you. You have to push the purpose. What is your purpose? What are you destined to do? Why are you here? What is being said over and over and over and over again in your mind that you are ignoring, that you're not paying any attention to, that you're saying, oh, I can do it later, I have time. The one thing that we don't have, the one thing that is extremely precious to us as humans on this earth is time.
We don't have enough of it. So why are you waiting to do something? Why are you saying to yourself that I have time to do this when your time is running fast? It's running thin and it's running out. Chase your passion. Chase your purpose. And I promise you, you will never have to chase the money. It will flow in. It will follow you. It will stick to you. It will come to you. You won't have to request it. You won't have to beg for it. You will get it. Now, look, this is the thing about chasing your passion and chasing your passion and chasing your purpose and chasing progress, right? It's not going to happen when you want it to happen. It's not going to manifest immediately. It's not going to just turn over a rock. It's going to be slow moving. You're going to look up one day and realize that you are so much further from where you thought you were when you started. But on that journey, you're not going to see the miles pass by. You might notice the time, but you're not going to see how far you come. Everybody else on the outside is. See, what we do in silence, what we do in the dark is what we get praised for in public. I dropped a lot of P's on y'all today. I know. I'm dropping a lot of P's on y'all today, but it's okay because you understand where I'm coming from and what I mean. Hold on one second. This blinking clock is about to drive me bonkers. Okay, there we go. Anxiety kicked in real quick, just flashing lights. Anyways. You are what you are setting out to be, what your destiny is, what you're becoming. But that takes time. I know it feels like a lot of times that the messages that I bring you are the same, but they're going to be the same for a while because we got to first get over this first hurdle. You know what I mean? And that first hurdle as an entrepreneur, as a influencer, as whatever it is that you are, that you want to call yourself, first we have to get over the imposter syndrome. First we have to get over the thought that it's going to happen for us immediately. First we have to get over the feeling of perfection. First we have to get over the feeling of loss and want because our friends, our people aren't showing out and showing up for us the way we feel like they should. See, we first got to get over some of these emotional, mental hurdles. And then we can work into the progress of whatever it is we're doing. If you're writing a book, you first got to get over the fact that you wonder if anybody gonna read that book. Now that you've gotten over that, now we work on the progress of putting words to paper. If you're gonna be a singer, actor, whatever, first you gotta work on who you are, your voice, your position. You know what I'm saying? First, you got to work on what you're doing. Then you worry about where you going to do it. You see what I'm saying? Like you first have to create that beautiful, encompassing self-esteem that wraps around you, that protects you. Because this is a fight, baby. And if you ain't willing to protect yourself in a fight, it's only but so much that other people are going to protect you. They'll shield you here and there, but I promise you some blows is going to get through. You have to use your passion as protection. You have to use your purpose as protection. These things keep you going. On those days when you haven't made that $300 a day that you want to make so you can be a six-figure earner. On those days when you've lost. On those days when you've heard no instead of yes. On those days when it's harder to wake up. On those days when the alarm had to wake you up. It's chasing your passion and chasing your purpose that will keep you going. I hope that's a word for somebody who needed a word. If it wasn't, I hope it was a turd for somebody who didn't need my word, because I shitted on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I be doing what I do. But, yeah, that's where I am this morning. Just realizing that my passion, my purpose, my progress is the most important thing to me. I was listening on the way in on Friday. I was listening to Steve Harvey and listening to him praise Nephew Tommy. And his praise was, you know, whatever show Nephew Tommy is on, he's reached 100 episodes, not on the Steve Harvey show, but on something else he's doing. But he's reached 100 episodes. And for sitcoms or for people on TV, 100 episodes is a milestone for them because it's very hard to reach that plateau. It's not a lot of black actors who can say that their sitcoms have reached 100 episodes. And Steve Harvey went down a list of a couple of people who are illustrious and are part of that group. And here I am sitting on episode 494 thinking to myself, okay, am I doing a good job? Am I doing the thing that I'm supposed to do? Well, baby, you 6 episodes away from 500. You done round that 100 corner a couple of times. The imposter syndrome, Rochelle, as we all know her to be named, that's my imposter syndrome. Whoever yours is, I need you to name her so you can address her when she's stepping up. The imposter syndrome in me says that this passion that I have of teaching, of helping other people, of showing other folks what they can do with their podcast or with their live radio show, how to manage, how to create, how to market, even down to how to program. That no one's gonna listen to me for that. No one's gonna want me consulting them because I don't have the other numbers. I don't have Carisha numbers, or I don't have Drink Champs numbers. But then I thought about it, and I thought about my passion. I thought about my purpose. Baby, you got 500 episodes under your belt. That in itself is something to say I can consult. I have something under my belt that's different from anybody else. I not only have helped on my show, I can list shows that I've helped them. And I have testimonials. So just because your imposter syndrome doesn't allow you to see what your purpose is doing for you, what your passion has accomplished for you, how you have created progress, it is there. It is there, and I want you to focus on that. And when you do, all of the excess, all of the extra, everything else that you desire, that you want, all of the luxuries will come pouring in. I promise you that. I promise you that. And I'm saying that from the side that I'm on with you. I'm not saying that on the opposite side where it's already come through. I'm saying it on the side of a person who believes it because I'm living it with you. I'm not saying this as somebody that's like, oh, I've already done it and I made it look easy. No, baby, I'm in the trenches with you. I'm fighting with you. I'm waiting for my luxury to come in too. I'm waiting for my come up too. And we can do this together. We can help each other, okay? So love y'all so much for that. We got a couple of comments. Let's see. Good morning. Brush by Ant said ask and it is given. Yes, it is. Ronald Costin said, good morning, gorgeous sister. You are very smart. Thank you. Oak Waled. I'm trying to read y'all names. Y'all be making up stuff and I'm dyslexic. With the example of stimulus checks we got during COVID, do you think reparations are still due? That's not what we're talking about. Not in the example of cutting. Okay, yeah, we're not talking about that right now. Hit me up on Wednesdays when we're talking about money. NRS, I'm so happy for her. She's so cute. Thank you for the follows. Good morning from Missouri. How y'all doing? Chris Taylor is here. Shout out to Chris. I don't know if you saw, but we played Imagination this morning by Glory Rose. He said, 500 episodes of dope content. You are definitely a milestone yourself. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 500 episodes. I will be there in 6 more days. 6 more days. So I have 3 more days left in this week that I'll be doing it. And so then 3 days next week. So by Monday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, I should be at my 500th episode. And so I'm really looking forward to that, y'all. I mean, I'm really looking forward to that. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but if you can hear my voice, you know me, and you want to celebrate in any kind of way, then please hit me up. For the people who are asking what's this conversation about, and you think it's a video, no, it's not, baby. This is live radio. What's up? I'm your girl, Sunshine Reigns. This is All Hustle, No Fear. And we are here each and every morning on the Hits 92.3 platform to wake your ass up in a positive way and get you started. Let's go. Later on in the episode, we've got some new music. Somebody sent me some music in today, so we are going to be featuring some music. It is Monday. Y'all already know on Mondays, what do we talk about? We talk about who lost their job, who need to lose their job, and who probably gonna lose their job. So we got some bruh I got fired. Later on in the day, we're gonna be talking about boss moves, who been doing something that's been real bossy, that steps up, shows out. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we probably gonna get caught on one story. I got like 3 of them, but shout out to Malcolm X's daughters, because these women stepped up and said, you know what? New York, the FBI, the United States, the New York Police Department, all y'all need to come to the front of the congregation, because if we can prove that Martin Luther King Jr. was killed by the federal government, after this doggone whole documentary on Netflix, we about to pop up too, and we want to get paid as well, because y'all conspired to kill our father as well. Y'all took him from us, and they suing for a lot of money, and I hope they get each and every dime. So we gonna talk about that. We also gonna talk about folks that they got a new job in Georgia, and I'm thinking, I don't know. And they say snitches get stitches, but in Georgia, snitches get bitches, because they get money. We're going to talk about that as well. And we're going to end off the day, if we have time, with some Ask the Hood. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for this thing, because we think a langin'. What? What you mean it said I was sad as hell when the notification said it starts in 23 hours? I must have put the wrong time on there. It don't matter. When I press start, we starting. Okay? That's how this thing go. This is All Hustle, No Fear. I'm going to go ahead and play y'all a music video and a commercial. And when we get back, we have Bruh, I Got Fired. Let me tell y'all some of these Bruh, I Got Fired titles real quick, because I know y'all curious. We got Beat That Baby. Give Up Beauty Queen, Show Conviction, and Let Me Speak to the Manager. So we're gonna talk about some things, and we're gonna get this thing thang-a-lang. And somebody said they like my shirt. Y'all see what it say? Y'all see what my shirt say? Y'all can get them on my website at allhustlenofear.com. Go to the back under sponsors, and this is a NSP shirt. You look up, if you put in the code Hood Unicorn, you'll get a discount on these shirts. Shout out to the young lady who creates these shirts and makes them. I got a couple of these bad boys, and every time I walk around with these shirts on, I promise you I get the most. Like, oh yeah, I like that. Messed around one day, had on the hoodie, because I got a hoodie that say the same thing. Had to go to my kid's school because somebody had stole his doggone phone. Do you know, right when I pressed the button to walk into school, I looked down and saw my shirt and said, hold on, wait a minute. Walked right back to the car, flipped my hoodie inside out, and then walked back in because I needed them to take me seriously. For anybody who know how I raw dog my hoodies, y'all already know that was a little in the parking lot. I was hoping I ain't get in trouble for showing off boobies, but y'all know that's how we go. That's how we go. All right, y'all, we gonna get this thing thang-a-lang, and we gonna start with some music. Not no new music yet. We gonna feature that a little bit later on in the show. But let's see what I ain't played Dubs of Hash in a while. We gonna play some First Class by Dubs of Hash and be right back. Right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Ew.
Hey. Yeah. Hey. The life I live, you couldn't wish it, nigga. Stayed down, seen a bigger picture. Outside since a little nigga, just a solid kid, but I'm built different. Ocean views from the fucking ride. No gimmick, just a dope vibe. Hey. You can be first class. Yeah, it don't matter, I got plenty of time to spare for you. Yeah, that's if I care for you. Deadlines. Yeah, it don't matter, I got plenty of time to spare for you. Yeah, that's if I care for you. It's dope. I said, smoking good, this shit hit different. Heard you talking, but I wasn't listening. Zoned out off good piff. Smelling good in Saks Fifth. Smoking good, this shit hit different. Heard you talking, but I wasn't listening. Zoned out off good piff. Smelling good in Saks Fifth. Kush be my cologne. Yeah, you know I'm smoking strong. Took them risks and made it home. Dog, you know everybody can't go. Real G, I'm made for this. In these streets, they dangerous. Dog, them boys can't hang with us. Tweaking, got them Friday problems. Must be on that angel dust. If I say I love you, then that means you gain my trust. Hey, riding with Don Coasty, yeah, this shit get dangerous. Hey, grandma pray for us. Hey, fake the play on Foolie, I was short with a finesse. Go.
Just one more time, taste of this vibe. Say what you want, I'm still kicking, little baby, you want in this ride. Just speaking your mind, still a big toast to my brothers. Closer than cousins, your blood just be more to discussion. Dubs in my line with percussion, no it ain't nothing. Let bitch cook the dope, now it jumping. Whipping my thumb and my pinky. Shaka who blacker, the flow with me, fatter, no chini. Believe me, it's easy to be what you be if you get off your ass, but don't take it from me. Top of this flight to the soles of your feet. Keep it 100 and on all three. Part of my speech while I kick up my feet. Feel like them waters is always in reach.
You can be first class. Yeah, it don't matter, I got plenty of time to spare for you. Yeah, that's if I care for you. Deadlines. Yeah, it don't matter, I got plenty of time to spare for you. Yeah, that's if I care for you. It's dope. I said,
Hi everyone, my name is Ty. I joined the book club because lately I've been working on a lot of self-development. I'm trying to push myself to actually create the life that I want. So I joined the book club as a way to help change their mindset, as a way to learn something different and something new that'll help push me there. So far, reading this first book, I can't say that it has changed the way I think, like completely. Like my perception of things now is a lot different than what it was when I started. So I'm excited, so excited to be here. I can't wait to finish this book, which is why I've been reading so many pages lately, because I want to make sure I stay on track. I want to make sure I keep up, and I'm excited to see what book comes next and excited to learn and network with everyone in the group. Have a nice Sunday. Bye.
It's crazy, it can hurt sometimes, it hurts sometimes. But baby, be sure when you're not here, you're always on my mind. Yes, I need you. I just want to see you. I have to have you. No one can do it like you do. Oh, with you. You got what I need, and you got what we need. Yes, you do.
to be. Let's put the world behind us. And go to destinations they can't find us. I just wanna give my all. And the love that will never fall. And when I get
Yes, you're strong and you're turning me on. And when we get together, we can go all night.
What's up? All my truckers out there, I need y'all to be tuned in to All Hustle, No Fear each and every morning. We will be in your ear, keeping you awake, making sure you don't roll over that slow ass car in front of you, or you get to your destination safely, okay? Make sure you tune in, leave them lot lizards alone, and listen to All Hustle, No Fear each and every morning for 7 to 10 a.m., waking you up in the best way. All you got to do is download Hits 92.3 ATL's app in the iTunes store or the Android, Google Play, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Download it and listen. All of y'all CBD 492 Burger 495 Breaker 49 Burger 49. We've got a hot body on the radio right now, sounding real good, giving us orgasms. Let us go ahead and tune in right now to Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Over and out. Buddy, that's right. Shout out to all of my truckers out there bringing all those goods into the city. We see y'all. Shout out to Metaphysically Me. That last song that you heard was Better With You by Hopi Love and Carbon Chef. Carbon Clef. I said it right the first time. Anyways, good morning. This is your girl, the Hood Unicorn. So we about to get this thing-a-langin'. Okay, so our first story of the day under Bruh, I Got Fired. I'm not sure if this nurse has gotten fired, but after these parents explain what happened to them, this nurse needs to be fired. What she needs is her ass whooped. And I'm surprised she didn't get it. She obviously did the right one because the wrong one would have got her messed up. Listen to this. A nurse at a New York hospital, was fired and is now under investigation by police after a father filmed his newborn son allegedly being slammed face first into the bassinet, authorities said. The incident occurred at Good Samaritan University Hospital in West Islip on Long Island. The date it happened was not immediately clear. Suffolk County Police said in a statement, detectives with a special victims section are investigating. My bad. NBC New York reported that the baby, Nico, was only 2 days old when he was being treated with antibiotics at the hospital's neonatal intensive care unit. That's when the infant's father, Fidel Sinclair, began filming his child through the curtains that were not completely drawn. Video then captured a nurse allegedly forcefully flipping the baby from onto his back to his stomach into the bassinet. Sinclair told NBC New York that it was divine intervention. He witnessed the horrifying moment. I'm happy I was there. God sent me. If it wasn't for God, we would have never seen none of that happen, and that would have kept happening through the night, not only to him but to other babies too. Nico's mother, Consuela Sarvaria, told the news outlet that the video of how her baby was handled shook her. It was heartbreaking, she said. I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't even sleep. Savaria says she confronted the nurse. I told her, I don't want you to touch my child. You just slammed him. She said, oh no, I think you mishandled him. If I think you mishandled him. Oh, she said, oh no, if you think I mishandled him or anything, I'm sorry. Okay, first of all, newborn babies are like, I don't know about y'all, but I won't hold anybody's baby till it's like good and sturdy. I'm talking about the neck is strong, the baby can turn around, you know what I'm saying? The baby pull hair, look back and stuff, you know? Like, I don't want to hold no baby when you got that feeling in your stomach like, oh my God, this is a baby. This is a real live human. This is not a baby alive doll. I don't want to hold your baby like that. Plus, when you hold newborn babies, you get fevers, and all of a sudden you start talking stupid shit to your husband, like, oh, I think we could do it again. I want another baby. Y'all ever had baby fever? That shit is contagious, and it happens every time you pick up a newborn baby. I do not do baby fever. Pick up a toddler though. Pick up a 2-year-old. You will not get that same baby fever. Look, you give it back to the parents so quick. Like, I ain't got time for this. No. But newborn babies, they smell all nice. They got them big ass eyes and that little head, and it make you think you really want to go down that line again. I don't. I won't touch your baby. I swear to God, I have not held a newborn baby since Zoe was newborn, and I didn't want to hold her. Cause no. This lady right here. Look, you guys. One thing that we have to do as parents is we have to be our children's advocate, and that comes from the womb to the tomb. You guys, it does not matter how old your children are. You are always going to have to be the first person to step up and to speak up for that child. And as far as this is concerned, I really feel like this lady right here, she was dead wrong. She was dead wrong. Okay, there is nothing that you can say about. I watched the ladies wash my baby's hair for the first time. Like, you know, that first shampoo that they get all that inside juice off their head. This lady was so freaking gentle with the way she just held the baby. Her movements were so slow and I couldn't have washed the baby like that. And it was my baby. Can you imagine somebody flipping this child over from one side and damn near, like, flip your baby over? That lady was lucky that the father just recorded it, because I probably would have Bobby Boucher'd her ass through a fucking wall. Because we don't know the extent of what this could do to this child. I know some of y'all thinking like, it's a baby, they, you know what I'm saying, they bounce back, they made for that. But she could have severed a cord. She could have really damaged this child. And I hope suing ain't just the only thing that they do. I hope firing isn't the only thing that they do. I hope they sue her. I hope they sue her. They said a spokesperson for Catholic Help, the organization that operates the hospital, told NBC News on Friday that upon learning of this incident, swift and immediate action was taken, including conducting an investigation and consequently terminating the individual involved. Additionally, we reported the individual to the Department of Health for further review. Keeping our patients safe is our main concern. It is standard procedure to have the curtains in the neonatal ICU to provide privacy for the patients and their families, and because services are being administered at the bedside, immediate family members are permitted inside the neonatal ICU to spend time with their loved ones. As this is an open investigation, the department cannot comment further. All hospital complaints are kept confidential. At the conclusion of the investigation, the outcome is shared with the complainant. Y'all, watch your people. Watch your people. I know a lot of times, sometimes as a woman, you don't get an opportunity to you don't get an opportunity to have the people in the hospital room with you that you want, because sometimes emergencies happen. You know, sometimes people can't get there. Sometimes you have other children that have to be watched. But that's exactly why a lot of people hire themselves a midwife. They hire somebody who is there to make sure that everything goes correctly, that what they want to happen during their birth plan is respected, and that the mother and the child are both taken care of with the utmost respect. If I ever had another kid, which I'm not, knock on wood, couple times, I would definitely want one. I would want a home birth. I was watching my homeboy and his girl. They gave birth, and she did a home birth. Shout out to my homeboy TK. It was a very beautiful. Watching it, it looked like a very beautiful and serene experience. I would have preferred that, and be in the tub, let my baby come out from one water world to another one. I definitely would like that, and I definitely would have preferred a doula my next time around, because I was yelling at nurses. One nurse came in talking about, did I want a mirror so I could watch it? You need to go, because nobody needs that kind of drama and trauma in their life. I had another nurse tell me, well, in Africa, we don't use drugs. We're able to do it without the epidural and stuff. You can leave too, ma'am. I don't need that kind of negative Nancy in my life either. You can go. With my second child, the issue that I had was the doctor was like, she was about to go to Alabama, and so I'm already past due. I already have the IV in my arm. She was like, did I want to leave and come back when she came back from Alabama? No, I don't. I'm already get the Pitocin started. Let's get this thing running. Like, no, we're here now. So I know for me, it was in some places or sometimes a little bit difficult to speak up, because I wasn't sure what I was allowed to do, especially in that last situation. I called my father and I was like, Dad, the doctor is saying she got something she got to do, but I'm already here. This was already, I was planned to be induced. Should I go home? And he was like, is she the only doctor in the hospital? And I was like, no. He was like, well, I think the only reason why she wants to make sure she's the doctor is so that she can get paid for it. He was like, but if you're already there and you don't want to leave, she can't make you. These are the things that a doula would help out with. And, you know, just be careful. Just be careful, know your rights, and make sure there's somebody there. If something is hurting, if you are in pain, say something. And last but not least, and I let this whole birthing thing go. When you go to the hospital, take everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. Your insurance has paid for that. Take all of them little, okay, you know them things where it's plastic on the bottom and it look like a puppy pad. Take all of them that you see in the doctor's office. They will, I mean, in the birthing room. They will come in handy after you had a baby. You can lay them on your bed, and when the baby boo boo and it squirt out everywhere, them things are amazing. They are perfect, okay? Or afterwards, buy puppy pads. Those are great for it too. Another thing, the pads that are in the bathroom after you have your baby, take all of them home with you. You will need them. And that little squirty thing to help you clean down there, take that home with you too. They not gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you. The next thing is, don't buy no newborn diapers, because the hospital gives you newborn diapers, and if you smart like me, when they put the first set of newborn diapers in the little bassinet thing, you take those out, you put them in your bag, and then when the next set of nurses come in, the night set of nurses, they gonna put another whole thing in there, and you take them out too. Baby, I left the hospital with about 4 things of new of diapers. I took all of the gloves, sure did. I took every last glove that was in there. The mediums and the smalls, sure did. Took all of those. What else I take out of that hospital? The wipes, everything. I paid for this. The only thing, I took the pillows, because they gonna throw the pillows away. The only thing I did not take out of that hospital room was the damn bed, okay? If I'm gonna pay $20,000 for you to catch this doggone kid, I'm going home with some luxuries, okay? The ointments, get you some of them. I'm telling you, they charging you $80 for a saline bag. Get your money's worth out that hospital. I'm trying to tell you. Look. Teacher Dietrich said, I took all the diapers, the pads, the bottles, that nose thingy. Exactly. And be nice to the nurses because they got free shit. I left that hospital with 4 bags. My husband went home, took stuff home, and then came back and got me and the kid because we couldn't all fit in that little ass Mitsubishi Eclipse that we had when we had Georgie. I ain't playing. Take it all. Take it all. You hear me? Metaphysically, me said, yes, home births are the business. We had 3 of our 6 at home. So the other 3 that you had in the hospital, was it because of complications or an emergency? Like, why did you do 3 and 3? What made you, were the first 3, you didn't know about it yet? And so once you got more information, then you changed? Because I'm curious about that. I'm curious. She also said, yes, nurses hook you up when you're a good patient. Yeah, when you nice, make them laugh because everybody else is giving them a hard time. Make them nurses laugh. I swear to God, they'll be nice to you. They give you everything. They give you the world. Somebody said, hey, I'm taking notes. Queen, I give you some real good notes. Choose your hospital wisely. The first hospital I chose it because it was the baby hospital. I chose Northside Hospital. But something they don't tell you about Northside Hospital, ain't nothing to eat around there. So if you give birth in the middle of the night, or if you give birth later and you hungry afterwards because you're still hungry, listen, you guys, once you have the baby, your body, your mind is still mentally pregnant. So you still kind of got to eat like you pregnant. Be careful, but you still got to eat like you pregnant, right? And if you breastfeeding, you definitely still got to eat like you pregnant because you got to produce the milk, right? Northside Hospital don't have nothing open around the hospital after 8:30, 9 o'clock. At least not when I had my kid. It didn't have nothing around there. And the hospital cafeteria closed early in the nighttime. So I've had my kid, George came out at like 11 o'clock and I'm starving. And I just got to starve all night. Not the second time. Second time I chose my hospital because I knew what was around there. And I had Emory. And I made sure I called Nancy's Pizza first and said, will y'all deliver to the hospital? And they said, yeah. The moment I pushed that baby out, I was starving. You know what I did? I called Nancy's Pizza. I got me a cheesecake. I got me a big pizza pie, and I ate my ass off, sharing with the nurses and everything because they won't let you eat once you get into the hospital, just in case you have to have an emergency C-section or something like that. You can't have no food. So you sitting there still hungry. I don't play them games. I made sure I had some good food around me the second time around. I learned. I'm trying to tell you, I give y'all all kind of stuff about the hospital. Don't let them folks do you wrong. Get it. Let's see. Metaphysically, me said, on the 3rd, I was too late for an epidural, so I had natural. After I saw I could do it, I was like, I won't be back. My epidurals on my son, my first one, I got my epidural a little early, and so it was starting to wear off by the time I really had to push. With my second one, I tried to wait, and I got it a little late, and so the epidural didn't kick in till after I had the kid, and I had to get the epidural through some really strong contractions. So you got to time that epidural just right. Like, take it for as long as you can, but the moment you need it, get it, cause baby, it's gonna go from let's go to let's go real quick. Let's see. We got another one. This one right here is not a I got fired, but I put it under I got fired because I wanted to see how you guys feel about this. And we hear about stuff like this often, and people are on the fence. The first Latina queen at a historically Black university drew online backlash, but she didn't back down. So, to just give you an overview of what's going on, there's a woman that goes to a historically black college up in Baltimore. She won the Miss I'll just read to you here. When Keelan Perez became the first Latina to be crowned Miss Copeland State University in Baltimore, she was thrilled. She had been named the university's Miss Sophomore and Miss Junior previously, and was eager to earn representing the school with pride as the 91st Miss Copeland State University Queen. But after a TikTok video she posted went viral, she received backlash, including harassment from online critics who said the role should have been given to a black woman, since Copeland State University is a historically black university. Okay, so do you feel like if it's a historically black college, that anything that comes as far as accolades for people at the college, that it should go to black people? Now, for anyone out there who doesn't know, historically black colleges were created as safe spaces for black people, because when we went to white colleges or predominantly white colleges, that a lot of times we weren't allowed in. We weren't given the same advances, or if you really look into history, there were times where black women and black men as well couldn't sit in the classroom. They had to sit outside the classroom and listen to the lectures from outside the classrooms. People treated them differently. Y'all already know the history of our United States, so you understand why we created HBCUs. What some people don't realize is HBCUs are not exclusively to black people. They are very inclusive. They allow anybody to go to the school, as well as our fraternities and sororities. I knew a white Q got the brand. He do all that. I know Caucasian AKAs and Deltas. We don't stop the inclusion. We allow for it. So the question becomes, when we have something like Miss Copeland, should that go to a black person, or should it be inclusive as well? How would you feel about that? Because if you go to a white university, you probably not going to get to be Miss Georgia State. Or, well, it's Atlanta. You might get Miss Georgia State. But has Alabama State ever had a white Miss Alabama State? You know what I'm saying? MIT, University of Michigan, damn near Berkeley. Like all these other places, have they had black Miss whatever? So if we only have but so many historically black colleges, shouldn't we offer that to our people first? That's the question here. That's where it is. Okay. Rodney, you stupid. She said, Rodney said, a clear cue. I have never, but yes. She said, I never considered stepping down. She applied for the high profile role, knowing she might face some black backlash, but ran unopposed. Now that's the part that made me say, okay, well, I don't care then. She ran unopposed. None of y'all and nobody else tried. Well, then somebody got to win. Nobody else went out for it. In this particular situation, I don't see nothing wrong with this. You can't win if you ain't in. So don't talk shit later and be mad about it later. Obviously, her peers love her because she was voted for it for sophomore and freshman. Or junior. They said sophomore and junior, right? She was sophomore and junior. So obviously the people on the campus like her or don't care. And let's just be honest. Latina is very, very close to black. Very, very close to black. No matter how much y'all don't want to admit it, it is. She says in the original TikTok video, It featured Perez and Mr. Copen State University and their Royal Court counterparts at Morgan State University, which is another HBCU in Baltimore, creating a scene from the Zoolander movie, which was a trending meme at the time on the platform. The group recorded the lighthearted video while at Mr. HBCU King's Leadership Conference and competition held in St. Louis. The video has since garnered more than 430,000 views and more than 78,000 likes and had over 2,700 comments before Perez turned off the comment section because of the barrage of hateful comments. I say don't turn it off, boo. Let the haters hate. And the reason why is because it's still interactions on your page. That's how I feel about that too. And then not only that, but let the people who got hate in their heart be seen. Because other people go through the comments. And if I go through the comments, I see somebody I know and be like, oh, I didn't know you was this kind of hater. At least now I know I know. And some of these people go through the comments and they be putting folks on blast. So I say don't turn off the comments. I don't care how bad the hate is. Just don't read them. But don't turn them off. Let them run them up. Let's see. We got some comments. Pastor Get Right said, wouldn't that promote segregation? And most donations come from white folks. HBCUs receive most money from white folks. Really? If she beat out her competition, then why not? Exactly. If there was no competition, why not? She ain't even beat out competition. There was none. No one else stepped up and said, oh, I can win this too. So how you feel some kind of way? I don't get it. Metaphysically said, I think HBCU should give more money to black students and keep it blackity black, black my black so black my black is black. I understand that. I'm still on over here on Pastor Get Right saying that most of the donations come from Caucasian people. When look, you can't want to be a part of something but still need something to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? If we need HBCUs to have safe spaces, then we need to provide for our HBCUs. It makes absolutely no sense of the deplorable conditions that our children have to live in on these campuses because nobody's putting the money back into the campus. You know, I'm still pissed off at Spelman University, and because if y'all know, back when everything was going down with Mr. Cosby, with Bill Cosby was one of the biggest benefactors for Spelman College. Do you know Spelman College gave him some, I think like one of his last donations, Spelman College gave that back? Excuse me? I would have kept that money. I understand people like, no, he drugged women and this, that, and the third. Okay, so all these women is benefiting from his money though right now. Let's not take away from these women because he did wrong or allegedly did wrong to these women. Get your money, baby. He just paid for 5 scholarships, 12 scholarships. These women could go on to be lawyers to go help these other women that he did wrong. Don't be giving nobody no money back. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not giving you this. It's mine now. Am I wrong? Because I don't feel like I'm wrong for that. Rodney said, wait a minute, nobody ran against her? Next story, please, because why is y'all mad at this? Y'all is just upset for no reason. Exactly. But I did want to put that one out there. Rodney says, my daughter go to NCA&T and the hot water was out for a week. Random power outages, but they buying all new equipment for the gym currently. Exactly. And what's her tuition, Rodney? What's her tuition? Because I bet you 6 or 7 of them tuitions from out of state students especially could be able to pay for that hot water getting turned back on. Like, that makes absolutely no freaking sense. The hot water ain't on. I don't get that. It's just I can't even begin to understand that. Let's see. This next one, I call it "Let Me Speak to the Manager." Listen to this, y'all. Somebody need to get fired for this one too. If not fired, definitely reprimanded. A humiliating Denver official tried to lift himself from his wheelchair to reach the debate stage. Okay. A member of the Denver City Council who uses a wheelchair had to try to lift himself onto a stage at a debate this week since the venue lacked an option for to be accessible for wheelchairs. Okay, first of all, know your audience. Not just knowing your audience, but hell, know your guest. If you gonna have somebody over to your establishment and you know that they are in a wheelchair, you need to prepare for that, or you need to let them know that you're not prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all chose this venue. You knew who was debating who. You can clearly see this man is sitting down for a reason. So why didn't somebody step up and say, oh, we need to accommodate him? So in our last location had stairs. And I had a guest come through, and the guest was in a wheelchair. Before she even got there, I let her know, hey, look, we're not wheelchair accessible. And I'm not sure how, but if you let me know, we'll find a way to help you. We'll figure this out. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'll bring my husband with me. He'll pick me up. He'll, bring me inside, and then he'll bring my chair in. We're Gucci. Okay, bet. Glad. Because I'm trying to figure out how to make a ramp real quick. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with people, you have to allow them the grace that they deserve. Listen to how they tried to fix this. The debate for city council, for the city's District 10 council seat was held on a Monday afternoon at Cleo Parker Robinson Dance, a dance school. City council member Chris Hines told USA Today that after he arrived at the venue, an organizer proposed lifting him onto stage. But Hines responded that his wheelchair weighs 400 pounds by itself, and he weighs almost another 200 pounds. And they said, all right, well, how about you just get out of the wheelchair and we'll just lift the chair up? Hines added, they gave me a chair that I could cling onto, so I'm not just laying on the stage. He said, I felt like a circus monkey. I'm just on display here for anyone to watch me do whatever. Video of the moment taken by filmmaker Vance Chandler shows Hines pulling his legs onto the stage as people approach him in his wheelchair. Hines, who called the incident humiliating, eventually shifted back into his wheelchair, and organizers decided to have the debate in front of the stage. Approximately 100 audience members attended the event. He said, I was so rattled at this point. My mom watched the debate later and she said, I don't even recognize you. I was just so different because it was so demoralizing. Hines said in a statement earlier that he had to participate in the debate or he would forfeit $125,000 in fair election fund money because Denver voters in 2018 approved the fair elections funds, which requires candidates to go through debates to receive public campaign funding. The Denver office of the clerk and recorder said that in a Wednesday statement that candidates receiving fair election funds must appear at the debate sanctioned for their races. The office also explained that the debate sponsors were required to fill in an application stating that they meet basic requirements, including ADA accessibility. The dance school submitted an application that was approved according to the office, but obviously y'all weren't ADA accessible. I don't get it. It says the American with Disability Act protects the civil rights of people with disabilities in many aspects of public life. Employers and state and local governments, businesses open to the public, and other organizations, companies, and providers are all required to follow the law. Denver clerk Paul Lopez added in a Wednesday statement that no one should have that experience, and I have apologized to Councilman Hines personally. I want to know how y'all gonna make up for it, though. I really do. I want to know how y'all gonna make up for it. As a matter of fact, once they saw that he was unable to get on stage, why they just didn't adjust and move the podiums down anyway? Why y'all didn't just start doing it from the floor instead of up on the stage anyway? Y'all made this have to be like this, and it really didn't have to. I think y'all could have really changed the layout of the venue quickly. You could have pivoted. Remember when we said sometimes you got to pivot? Y'all could have pivoted. You just chose not to. Let's see. Rodney said his daughter has to pay $8,000 for college tuition. Is that a semester or is that a year? That's a lot of money for y'all not to have no running water, bruh. A lot of money for y'all not to have no hot water. Rodney said they did that shit on purpose. This is low-key sad as hell. This is America with 3 Ks. Yeah, I think so too. I wonder what he's running under. I wonder if he's a Democrat or a Republican, and with the consent. Like I would like to know that it's giving purpose. It's giving purpose. It really is. Let's see. Pastor Get Right said education is key. One guy was asking for food and money, and he wanted some coffee with cream and sugar. I went to Burger King. I didn't ask about food. I thought about allergies. Therefore, I got fries for him. And I thought about buying a burger, but unsure about allergies. What? What'd I miss? Sacrifice is death for God, not people. Jesus next. Okay. Okay. Bet. Metaphysically Me says y'all need to apologize with some money. Yeah, donate to his campaign. For real. I'm completely agreeing with that. Donate to this man's campaign, because y'all completely messed up on this one. And I don't agree at all. Y'all, we got to go to our next commercial break of the day, but when we get back, we've got some boss moves. And the boss moves we're going to talk about, like I said, Malcolm X's daughters, they stepping up, and they said, y'all gonna pay. That's what they said. Y'all gonna pay today. And also, we're gonna talk about Georgia. We're gonna talk about Georgia and the fact that snitches get money in Georgia. Like, have you ever thought about being a professional snitch? They call them informants. And when y'all hear how much Georgia informants is getting paid, y'all might feel a little some kind of way, because I think I do. I really think I do. This is All Hustle No Fear on Hits 92.3. We got new music. What's the color spread of the wheelchair situation? He was Caucasian. Yep. Let's see. We got new music. This is Nana or Nan. Nanna. Nanan. This song is called 23 right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. If you have music and you want your music to be promoted across all of our social media platforms, all you got to do is visit allhustlenofear.com, submit my music. Here we go.
I done made it to a new year. God steady blessing me. Now my vision clear. It's time to do some different. Gotta feed the one that fed me. Tired of looking for a handout when nobody owed me. They treat me like the strongest when I really am the weakest. They say I smoke so much, but it just plain they don't see it. Pride too big, cause I don't like asking for help. What's the point when I'ma have to hear it from someone else? When I can do it by myself, and they ain't gotta ask for it, cause I don't wanna man my ear. They ain't got my vision clear. When I can do it by myself. When I can do it by myself. My life is like a lottery ticket, I can win or lose.
East side, trying to figure out my next move. Keeping it a piece so I can make the best move. Trying to hit new, just want to be alone. Please don't call my phone, I'm all alone. Cause I'm in my zone, in my zone, in my zone, in my zone, in my zone. I just want to be alone.
Eastern side.
I done made it to a new year, new year, new year, new year. I done made it to a new year, new year, new year, new year. They don't understand me cause I'm a different breed. Had to cut the grass cause I had some place around me. I had to cut loose and they ain't wanna pick and choose. Now I know what to do, I'm on the move. I'm finna put the bottom on the map. I'm a bottom baby, 33, you know what to do. And everybody crazy, long live my nana. And long live Chris, and long live JC, and everybody else. And rest up and all my ghetto rangers. It's coming from the heart. I'm pushing in this work and now I'm finna do the start. And now I'm going, and now I'm flowing on the speed. I said I gotta push it out, I gotta break some heat. I say they woke up for months and now I'm all beast. I say now they don't really understand me. I say I be feeling down, but I get up. I put my heart on my shoulder because they show me who they were. Who they were, who they were, who they were, who they were. 23, I done made it to a new year, a new year, a new year, a new year, a new year.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is All Hustle, No Fear on Hits 92.3. And every morning you wake up with us because we rock your mic.
Mm-hmm. How big is your mic, Sunshine?
Big enough to interview you with.
Now since we all came from a woman, got our name from a woman, and I came from a woman, I wonder why we take from our women, why we break our women, do we hate our women? Now since we all came from a woman, got our name from a woman, and I came from a woman, I wonder why we take from our women, why we break our women, do we hate our women? Now since we all
My brothers, I love you. I hate to know some of you treat us like Glover. Black card revolt, maybe you can use Discover. Define yourself, do you feel the same way about your mother? Do you overlook our beauty, but you love it on all the others? Hope you teach your daughters all to stay away from suckers like yourself if you don't love yourself. I'm so southern, I was taught to feed a soul with or without hot ovens. Here's a plate. Know your hate come from a black man's struggle. We all in the same shape, so I know I fit your puzzle. Either way, we got your back, we only pray you be our muscle. Strength in the times, we all overcome with trouble. Every day we pulling doubles for ourselves and home. My mom and daddy taught me early on, protect your own. We never stop loving you, so turn your love back on. And I pray you feel the same way as that Tupac song. We ain't your hoes or your bitches. Trophies are meant for pimping. Recognize a gift from God. Our ways a birthday or Christmas to protect our lives. You gon' take it to the limit. Rib up by rib, do you still feel us in you?
We all came from a woman, got our name from a woman, and I came from a woman. I wonder why we take from our women, why we break our women, do we hate our women? Now since we all came from a woman, got our name from a woman, and I came from a woman. I wonder why we take from our women, why we break our women, do we hate our women?
I don't know where I would be if you weren't here with me. If you don't hear anybody else say it, please know you're appreciated. Where you walk, where you talk so fine, and who you gotta grill your mind. There ain't nobody better. Each and every one of you matter to me.
To my sisters, I know we on it. I feel your pain. I'm a woman disappointed. They should never take what's never given to them cause they want it. I was taught if you love me, you would never cut the corners. What we made in the night, we gotta raise in the morning. This is sucker niggas warning. You should never hit a woman. We should have some things in common, just like Common. He respect us. A law is not a lecture. How you love us to affect us. I ain't playing the middle like Nadeska. It ain't complex to be emotional or affectionate. To my brothers that do, I hope our sisters don't think less of them. Tupac gone, you know rap had to message them. We try to do our best for them. Mother Panther vibe. We need strong men so our baby boys survive. Love our great fathers, I know some statistics lied, but all the ones that didn't, yo, you gotta do your job. I know this life ain't easy. Every one of us is flawed. At least love your woman, we the closest thing to God. And tell her keep her head up every day that it gets hard. If you truly recognize that.
Now since we all came from a woman, got our name from a woman, and I came from a woman. I wonder why we take from our women, why we break our women, do we hate our women? Now since
I know I wouldn't be nothing without you by my side. You have always been the savior. You're the closest thing to God. So I just wanna thank you for being so good to me. And I apologize for not always being what I'm supposed to be. I just wanted to write this letter. I promise I'm gonna do better. I don't know where I would be if you weren't here with me. If you don't hear anybody else saying, please know you're appreciated. Where you walk, where you talk so fine, and who you got a brilliant mind. There ain't nobody better. Each and every one of you matter to me.
Come here. Let me untwist your hair and massage your head. Let me pick your brain. I want to let you into this safe space I hold and keep sacred for you.
Hey, the secret's out. Hits 92.3 is now accepting submissions for brand new shows. That's right, you could become a radio personality right here on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You don't have experience? That's okay. You don't live in Georgia? That's okay. You don't know what to do now? Now that's not okay. But your girl is here to help you out. Email us today at hits923newshow@gmail.com and tell us about your potential show with Hits. Again, that email address is hits923newshow@gmail.com. Don't be last. The slots are filling fast.
Hey. All right, we're back. Okay, so we're going to start this off with confidential informants. They get paid in Georgia, okay? This is a Zip Recruiter confidential informant salary in Atlanta, Georgia. It says that as of February 20th, 2023, the average annual pay for a confidential informant in Atlanta is $75,198 a year. In case you need a simple salary calculator that works out to be $36 an hour, this is the equivalent of $1,446 a week or $6,200 a month. While ZipRecruiter is seeing salaries as high as $173,000 and as low as $20,000, the majority of confidential informant salaries currently range between $52,000 to $102,000, with top earners making $136,000 annually in Atlanta. The average pay for a confidential informant varies as greatly, which suggests there may be opportunities for advancement and increased pay based on skill level, location, and years of experience. Based on a recent job posting activity on ZipRecruiter, the confidential informant job market in Atlanta is not very active as few companies are hiring. To estimate the most accurate annual salary range for confidential informant jobs, ZipRecruiter continuously scans its database of millions of active jobs published locally throughout America. Y'all, please explain to me how you can sign up to be a confidential informant. That don't sound right within itself. Like, how is so what? Like, you're an undercover agent, you're just not an actual police officer. So you just go around trying to make friends with people and find out they dirt and then tell on them so you can get money. Like, what is it to be a confidential informant? I thought you had to be a witness to something and somebody saw something, and so then they put you in that confidential informant like lifestyle because you knew. But I didn't think it had to do with like you just signed up to be a confidential informant because you was like, hey, nah, I can tell on people. I'm good at it. Like, this is really giving the little boy from Recess. Y'all remember Recess? And the little boy that was telling on everybody all the time. That's what this is giving to me right now. I don't understand this. I don't understand why you would want this to be a job. But I can see why they pay so much, because it's got to be very, very dangerous. Because snitches get stitches. Snitches get stitches. Okay? Would you be a confidential informant? If you could make $100,000 a year, you telling? What you doing? I'm curious. I want to know. Let me know. All right, so now on to this Malcolm X. This is a good one. This is a good one. So Malcolm X's family announces a lawsuit against the CIA, the FBI, NYP, and the NYPD for a wrongful death suit. New York. The family of slain civil rights leader Malcolm X marked on Tuesday the anniversary of his 1965 assassination by announcing plans to sue agencies including the FBI, CIA, and New York Police Department and others for, get this, $100 million, accusing them of playing a role in his death. The two daughters, Eliza Shabazz and Quabila Shabazz, were joined by attorney Ben Crump at a news conference at the site of the former Abdubun Ballroom in Upper Manhattan, where Malcolm X was fatally shot as a crowd gathered to hear him speak on February 21st, 1965. For decades, questions have circulated over who was responsible for his death. Black people always knew that it was the government. We always knew. 3 men were convicted, but 2 were exonerated in 2021 after a renewed investigation into the cases against them showed the evidence used to gain convictions was shaky and that authorities had held back some information. Elijah Shabazz, the co-administrator of her father's estate, filed notices of claim, which is the first step in the process, saying that the agencies conspired with each other and with other individuals and acted and failed to act in such a way to bring about the wrongful death of Malcolm X. For years, our family has fought for the truth to come to light, she said at a news conference, and we want justice served for our father. Emails seeking comment were sent to the CIA, FBI, and Department of Justice and New York City's legal department. The DOJ and NYPD declined to comment. Crump noted the anniversary date and said that ever since then, there has been speculation as to who was involved in the assassination of Malcolm X. He cited the 2021 exonerations and said that the government agencies, including the Manhattan District Attorney, the NYPD, and the FBI, had factual evidence, exculpatory evidence, that they were fraudulently concealed from the men who were wrongfully convicted for the assassination. Asked if he believes government agencies conspired to assassinate Malcolm, Crump said, "That is what we are alleging. Yes, they infiltrated many civil rights organizations." And for those that don't know, the men that were exonerated in Malcolm X's murder received $36 million in settlement. $36 million in settlement. I think his daughters deserve to get paid. I absolutely believe they deserve to get paid. If you haven't seen the Malcolm X documentary, it's like 9 different episodes. It's on Netflix. It is amazing. It is extremely good. If you haven't read Malcolm X's autobiography, that is a good book. Do not be discouraged by how big it is, because it is huge. Okay, this is a very big book. He had a very long life, but you definitely can get it by going to YouTube, type in Malcolm X biography and put audiobook, and you'll get the whole audiobook. And I think the audiobook is about 6.5 hours, 7 hours. I tell you all the time, Atlanta traffic, turn off Glorilla, turn off that hoochie coochie music, and listen to a book on tape. It's a good one. This is a good one. This if you don't want to listen to nothing else, this is one to listen to, because reading it might take you a while, but listening to it, you can get through it pretty good. When I first started Ubering, like I used to Uber, I used to listen to it white people in the car, and it would kind of be funny to me. But no, Malcolm X is a great documentary, and you'll learn a lot. And of course, if you just need to, the accuracy on the Malcolm X movie with Denzel Washington is really good. It's a really good movie. And what is that other movie? There's another movie that talks about like right before Malcolm X's death, and it has him. It's him. I think Red Fox is supposed to be one of the people that's in it. Not Red Fox, the actual actor Red Fox, but somebody playing Red Fox. Somebody playing Cook. And it was another person. Who was the fighter? They were all friends. They were really good friends, but it's about their night that they spent at a hotel room and them talking, and it's really, really good. If y'all know the movie that I'm talking about, please say the movie so I can make sure they get it right. But that was also a really good movie concerning Malcolm X. So definitely make sure you know your history. This was a very powerful man. This was a very troubled man. He went through a lot. And talk about getting it from both sides. Like, getting it from both sides. I'm a firm believer that the nation conspired as well. I think the Nation of Islam should be added to this lawsuit as well, because I firmly believe the Nation of Islam was a part of the Malcolm X assassination. Definitely. Let me know what y'all think about this. One Night in Miami. Yes, that's the movie, and it's good. It's very good. Teacher Anitra said, as far as snitches get stitches, it depends on who I got to tell on. But she said, I think she's saying she'll roll up. Depending on who she got to tell on, she all for it. Metaphysically Me said, yeah, I didn't know they had a career path for snitches. But yeah. Get up on it. Let's see, we got a couple of comments here. Pastor Get Right said Malcolm X family will have to prove contributory factors which caused to his death. And I think there are some contributory factors. Let's just talk about the fact, not just with the FBI, but let's talk about the New York Police Department. The fact that there was nobody there, just mysteriously. There was no police there. There was no presence around the area like that. That in itself let me know that, okay, what was y'all holding back on? Like, why y'all knew this man needed to be protected. He needed the police around, and in other situations he had the police around, you know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden this particular day they just wasn't there. It's a couple of different things from the documentary that I think they can use as exculpatory evidence. For real. FBI J. Edgar Hoover was very in fear of black painters and black nationalism, Black Panthers and black nationalism. Yes, Malcolm used to talk about how he thought his phone was tapped. Martin was the same way. Martin Luther King didn't die by the hands of some Caucasian man. Martin Luther King died by the hands of the government. Very firm believer in that, too. Run that out. One Night in Miami was the name of that movie. Thank you. Regina King produced One Night in Miami. Yeah, and she's amazing. She's amazing. I love her. Yeah, it's a straight up setup. It's a setup. Ali was the other person there. So it was Malcolm X, Ali, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali. Why can't I think of Cook's first name right now? My brain is saying James Cook, but I know that's not right. I was born by the river. I was born by the river. I was shaking. Oh, my bad. Sam Cooke. Thank you. I don't know where James was coming from. Sam Cooke, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, and I believe Red Fox was the last person that they had in that group. But it was a really good movie. It was really good. And if enough of it is true of what they were talking about. The way these men had admiration for each other, the way Malcolm X changed Sam's life because of telling him, look, you got to sing some things that speak to the people. It can't always be shucking and jiving. It can't always be about shaking your booty. It can't be about these white women. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we can go into that too, but y'all understand. Max Ryder, MAXRIDAH34 on TikTok said, check out his page and check out his series on Sam Cooke. It's very deep. I drop into that. Let me see. Let me go ahead and follow you so I can find that later, because I'd like to look into that. Jim Brown, football player. Yep, Jim was one of. Okay, so I just messed up everybody's name that was there. Don't judge me. I know that Malcolm X and Red Fox was good friends back in the day, though. I feel like they said Red. I only watched the movie once. That's another one I should watch again. Yeah. But shout out to Denzel Washington, because he played a fine ass Malcolm X. Malcolm X was fine as hell too, though. Stop playing with me. I would have been with what's it called, Red. He cute ass. All right, let's keep it going. It is the end of the day, and that Sam Cooke documentary on Netflix is crazy too. I didn't know Sam Cooke had a documentary on Netflix. Sam Cooke, ain't he the one who dated old girl's daughter and his he dated his friend's daughter and his friend's wife? Ain't that what Sam Cooke did? And went to his funeral with his daughter or something like that. Ain't that what Sam Cooke did? Let me know. Malcolm X and Red were homies. Yeah. Pastor Get Right says, I'm still upset Denzel Washington didn't get an Oscar for Malcolm X. The Academy establishment is ass, basically, is what he's saying. And yeah, and you know why. You know why they couldn't give him an Academy Award for that. You know why. All right, y'all, it's time for, yeah, you missed it. The government did kill Malcolm X. We talked about it. How you feel about it, though, Greenfinger? Especially as an older white man. What year were you born? Do you remember Malcolm X walking this earth? How do you feel about that? Do you think the government should pay for it? $100 million? $100 million? Let's hit up Ask the Hood and see what's going on. Go Power Rangers. Every once in a while that just gets stuck in my head. Here we go. All right. Am I the asshole for asking to be paid for 6 months of constant dog sitting? Bobby Womack did that to Sam Cooke. Oh, okay. Thank you, Teacher Anitra. I appreciate you. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you might be the asshole. Let's see what they saying. My sister Alice owns a flat. So you obviously over on the other side of the pond, because we don't call no apartment a flat. My sister Alice owns a flat with her husband, and they have 2 dogs. Alice got a job abroad, so they are moving there. They don't know what to do with the 2 dogs yet, so their current plan is to move abroad and wait a few months, up to 6, to decide if they even like it there or if they want to come back home. If they like it there, they will try to find a way to move the dogs there with them, but if not, if it's not possible, then they will rehome them in our country. I am 21 years old. I'm still attending university, and I live with my mom. I really want to move out and live alone, but I can't afford it. So Alice made me an offer. I can live in their flat for free for 6 months. I don't have to pay rent. I don't have to pay utilities, but I have to take care of their dogs. I have to walk them for hours every day, take them to the vet, etc. She said they will pay for anything dog related and will pay for doggy daycare for the few days during my exam periods or if I wanted to go on vacation. I like her offer. Her flat is very much closer to my university, but taking care of 2 dogs is a lot of work. I think it's reasonable to want to be paid for the work I do. Hold on. Pause. Wait. You want them to pay in addition to giving you free room and board? So basically, you get to live with the dogs, at the dog's house and you want to be paid to live at the dog's house with them and you don't have to pay for nothing for 6 months, oh, you an entitled asshole. We can stop right. Yes, you are the asshole. You are entitled as F. Because what? He goes on to say, I think it's reasonable to be wanting to pay for the work I do. If I didn't have to take care of the dogs, I could get a part-time job. And you still could get a part-time job. How often do you think you need to walk these dogs? It don't take no 50 hours to walk no dogs a week. You get up in the morning, you walk them down the street, they do their business, you come home, you go do the work you got to do, you put them in the crate till you get home, you come home at lunch or you come home sometime in the afternoon, you walk the dogs again, and then before you take your ass to bed, you walk the dogs one more time. What are you talking about? I feel I should be reimbursed for that. Alice and our mom says that I'm being allowed to live in her flat for free is already enough, and I'm being unreasonable and money hungry. When they told me this, I laughed at them and told my sister she should try to find another dog sitter. Ma'am, I'll watch your dogs. I'll watch your dogs. Cause I need a free place to stay. Cause yes, sir, and very much so, you are the asshole. It goes on to say that after reading everybody's comments, because you know they do updates. He said after reading everybody's comments, he realized that maybe he was being a little bit of an asshole and he should have rethought it. But by that time, his sister already got somebody else to stay there for free. Exactly. Because who don't need free rent, free room and board? And you a college student. Only thing you had to do was focus on going to school. You could have got a side hustle or something like that, working at the house and made some extra money. You ridiculous. You ridiculous. You are absolute. You are the asshole. Cause what? This is dumb. Why are we even talking about this? You're absolutely right. Look, the Marish Shepherd, the Marsh Shepherd, the names are so light I can't see them. I am so sorry. She said she's right. You are money hungry. You are. Pastor Get Right said trying to live for free and run up the water bill and drinking red Kool-Aid and leaving a sip. You tripping. You tripping. You absolutely wrong. You wrong. Chris is here. Chris said, yeah, she ain't paying for ish. He the asshole. He the asshole. Okay, here go another one. I'm on the fence about this one. I don't know how I feel. I'm a hobby reseller with stores on eBay and Poshmark and a long-time designer bag collector. I recently bought a purse that a seller specifically advertised as a fake bag for a good price. I knew it was real at first sight. I didn't make an offer. I just bought it full price because it was a good enough deal for me. After I got it professionally authenticated, and I got it to confirm that it is real. So I went ahead and listed it online for $800. The bag is discontinued. It was retailed for $1,270 plus tax. And similar condition bags were sold anywhere from $750 to $1,050 online. This is sold price range, not listing prices. The person who sold it to me saw my listing and has been sending me harassing messages saying I took advantage of them and that they didn't know better and I should return the bag to them, that they would refund me, and they called me all kinds of names and said that I was unethical. So, am I the asshole for not letting them know what they had? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why do you think people go to garage sales and estate sales? Because they know people give away and sell stuff that they don't know the real value of it. Ma'am, if you are selling stuff, it is your job to do your due diligence to find out if what you have is real or not. You know what I mean? It's not my job as the consumer to do your job as the seller for you. And after I've already purchased it, you're damn right I'll give you the bag back for triple the price. Oh, we gonna get a markup on this bad boy. I don't have a problem selling it back to you. If I bought it from you for $80 and I'm online trying to sell it for $800 and you telling me I got you because I knew it was real and you did it and you want it back, I'm gonna offer it back to you. But I'm gonna offer it back to you for $500. Not 80, because you still can cap off that 500. If there are sold ones online for 800 or there's sold ones online for $1,000 and I bought it from you for $80 and I sell it back to you for $500, bitch, go sell it for $800 and go get $300, get you some more money back. But what I'm not gonna do is sell it back to you for $80 because I bought it for $80 because you was too stupid to do your due diligence. I'm not doing that. No, you're not the asshole. Don't you sell it back. You keep your money. You get paid. Keep doing your job. You stupid. You stupid and slow. I'm not stupid and slow. Just because you dumb don't mean I gotta be dumb to sue me. Take me to court. Please take me to court. Because I'm suing, because when I win, I'm suing for court costs. Sue me. Take me to court. I promise you. I promise you I ain't giving it back. Find me, ho. Find me, ho, because I'm not. Chris said, yeah, right. I know you. And a matter of fact, stop calling my phone. Because I'm going to give your number to some kids and tell them it's Santa Claus and that they can place all their wishes on your line. All they got to do is text it or call it. Play with me if you want to. Play with me if you want to. Metaphysically Me said, if that was the case, stores would be all over Amazon sellers. Exactly. Exilla said, for the disrespect, I'm charging her $850. Exactly. Me and the dogs would have matching outfits. Look, they talking about the other one. Yeah, me and the dogs would have matching. We'd be taking pictures. We have our own Instagram and everything. You tripping. Both of us isn't going to be stupid. I sell it back for a higher price. Exactly. You can get the bag back, but not for what I bought it for. Especially now after I got authentication papers. Now I'm definitely selling it higher. Nope, you should have known what you had, man. Y'all be careful too. I've seen a lot of stories about people who get rid of artwork at garage sales and estate sales, and then find out later that this was like a long lost Warhol or a long lost whatever. Like, make sure y'all before you just clear your shit out. Maybe not your stuff, because you know whether or not your stuff might be worth something. But before you clear out your grandmama house, before you clear out some auntie house and just throw everything on the lawn, have somebody walk through and look and figure out what might be good. Because when my grandma died, my grandma had an old Coca-Cola sign. And I told my dad, I said, sir, this is vintage. I don't know who gonna clean out this house and who gonna do what. But this right here, sir, please make sure we get some money off of this and get paid. Because a vintage Coca-Cola sign, Coca-Cola will buy that back. You know what I'm saying? So if you have things in your house, I'm telling y'all, go through some of this stuff. Make sure you know what your stuff is worth. We as Americans, we throw away a lot of stuff that's good. We give away a lot of stuff is good, okay? I remember as a kid, I gave away a Dooney and Burke bag just because I wasn't a girly girl like that. And when I found out what a Dooney and Burke bag was, I asked my aunt, why the would you give me something so expensive as a child? I gave that away. I didn't even know that was worth what it was worth. You know what I mean? So please be careful. Please be careful. Please be careful. All right. This is the end of the show. We got to go, but y'all make sure y'all stay tuned because coming up next is the Royal Couch Radio. And so proud of these guys. They've been on now for about 3 months, and they started out with 1 hour, and they have expanded their show to 2 hours. So the Royal Couch Radio is coming up next at 10 a.m., and they will be on until 12. So proud of these guys. Oh, shout out to the Royal Couch Radio. Y'all stay tuned. This is All Hustle, No Fear on Hits 92.3. We got to get out of here, but we will be back. Y'all know that. I feel like playing some more good music. Let's go with some Translee. Here's Freedom Summer right here on All Hustle, No Fear on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Hey, you need something fixed? Go ahead and hit up king.improvement.solutions or King Improvement Solution. You start typing it in and it'll come up, I promise you. But Rodney will fix your shit up. For real, for real. All Hustle, No Fear. Hits 92.3. Real definition. Internet radio. Gotta go. Bye.
Welcome to Freedom Summer. Timeless liberty.
Back when Florence meant Alabama, not Italy. Back when Huntsville wasn't really too into me. Back when Lax and Priestess ran the streets, them fleeces was up my sleeve. My jeans, they kept the crease, you know I was a beast. Riding with Miller and Miller brother Caprice. We pull up on Kendrick, I know his mama would cook a feast, to say the least. We had a place for our official sacrificial beliefs. Skipping school with them freaks. Tell the truth, my mama wouldn't let me get braids. She didn't want me stereotype my last day of 10th grade. Back when the IG page couldn't put you on stage. Back before Boosie said he a pussy, you find a 20, man, that shit just had me amazed. Back when doing dirt meant at least somebody was getting paid. Nowadays, these niggas doing dirt just for likes on their page. Man, is this a phase? Back when Bull used to have me in the projects for days. Underage and smoking weed blazed. Before Tip and Jeezy was let out they cage, man, we was outcasts all day. Mike Jones, Paul Wall, 8, Ball, MJG, Big Snoop Dogg, Drake, Pop. Before anyone said I was a thot. Before Lean and Rock, before we ever motorbike with Young Jock. Before they could snatch it on Napster. Before they would classify a classic album the day after. Before Bush had natural disaster and television had caught Kanye giving them backlash for the black African mishappenings. Before skinny jeans was happening. Before Obama picked the cabinet. Before 100K followers was deemed adequate. Before pursuing genuine interest was adamant. These days couldn't fathom it. These days rappers lack talent, passion, and good management. Doing a balancing act on the mannequin. Strict diet, hamburger sandwiches, late night packaging, cannabis, jackboy scrambling, ambulance can't come fast enough. Them second chances don't come, that first one don't pass it up. Talking back before I knew an hourglass could move fast as fuck. I was legit sitting in my room thinking life wasn't adding up. Would I be young forever? Would I die standing up?
Keep on living, young nigga, keep on living.
The only cure for the struggle is just the hustle. Just left the coldest winter, please welcome the Freedom Summer. We free of pain, pride, and depression. Self-esteem and depression. Free of whack rappers disrespecting the legends. Free of ads and dimensions.